Good morning, Houston. Thank you so much for starting your day here with us. I'm Kimberly Davis along with Stephanie Simmons.
Right now, we are tracking some heavy rain in parts of the Houston area. Those storms have led to several school districts delaying their start today by 2 hours. Those districts include Livingston, Cold Spring, Oakhurst, Anderson Shiro, and Shepherd ISD.
We have live team coverage for you this morning to show you what the storms look like in your neck of the woods. Cheetah, get us up to speed. What are some of the problem areas you're looking at this morning?
Yeah, right now it is pouring over the Gulf Freeway. Okay, if that's your typical commute, heads up. I mean, this is blinding rain that I'm tracking right along the Gulf Freeway 45. So from Hobby Airport, Friendswood, Pearland, League City, Texas City, San Leon towards Kemah and Galveston. Again, pouring. That's indicated by the orange and the red on our radar. I take you a little further west from Hunters Creek to Bel Air, Westview towards the Med Center this morning. It's been fairly relentless there. We've had a quick half an inch up to an inch of rain in pockets of Harris County. But by far, even over the past 48 hours, the max rain that we have seen was really closer to Brenham, Navasota, Huntsville, where some of those rainfall totals, get this, were over a foot of rain. Now, a flood watch is in effect through noon today. So, Kim Castor, this is the thing. We have saturated grounds, so any additional rain could lead to high water spots.
That's right. And Cheetah, there is so much going on this radar for us this morning. We got those downpours. We've seen the blinding flashes of lightning and a lot of warnings, watches, advisories. So I want to help clear some of that up. Now, the highest threat is a warning. There's a difference between a flash flood warning and a flood warning. I'll explain the difference. Cheetah's been talking about the very heavy rainfall for our far northern and western cities and counties. That's 7 inches of rain over the last 12 hours. That's where the word flash comes in. A lot of rain in a short amount of time. How about flood warnings? That's when we start to see the bayous, the creeks, the rivers starting to have the spillover effect. And we've seen a couple of areas with those too. Now we're also watching this flood advisory, and that means get ready because you could be upgraded to a warning if we continue to see those lines of storms kind of stalling out in the same area. Now, Victor, you have been in the spots that have seen the considerable rain and that now has prompted those flash flood warnings. So tell me what folks are going to have to deal with as they're getting up and trying to get on the roads.
Yeah, Kim, I'm on Mustang Road here next to Brenham, right just outside of the main part of the town. And this part of the road is not passable. It intersects with Woodward Creek a couple of times, and you can see behind me, I'm going to step out of the way so you can see that this road is not passable. We're actually next to a barrier here that has closed off the road, and off in the distance with this water, you can also see that flood gauge that kind of measures a little bit. There's some brush that's covering it, but you can see it's right around 1 foot, just below 2 feet of water, and that kind of helps illustrate just how much water has been able to overflow onto this road here. And we've seen a couple of cars come near on the other side. Some have kind of turned around once they kind of see that obstacle. And that's a smart decision to do, is if you see this, you're not really sure of just how deep it is or even what's under it. And that's why it's important to stop, turn around, find an alternate route. And in other parts of the area that we've seen so far in our drive here, we've seen maybe not something completely cover the road, but we have seen standing water on the sides, and you need to take that precaution as well with those. Make sure you're on a dry spot where that you can see. That's going to be important for you to make sure you get to your destination safely. We're now reporting live in Brenham, Victor Jacobo, KHOU 11 News.
Yeah, it's such good advice. When it's dark and maybe you have visibility issues working against you, you need all the advice you can get. Thank you, Victor. And along with his location, you also have Montgomery County listing out a long list of road closures or roads that were impacted with high water. And these were just the ones that they confirmed. There could be more. So please use a lot of caution this morning. We also have downed trees that have been reported, some road debris, so that's something you have to watch out for as well. And we're busy here in the traffic center with wrecks. Of course, Gulf Freeway northbound at Hughes, wrecks still reported. Highway 3 is running better than 45, at least at that location. You've also heard Cheetah warn you about blinding rain on this particular highway. So please, please, please slow your speeds, maybe hold off your commute, do what you need to do to keep you and your family safe. This is what it looks like Katy Freeway at Barker Cypress. Do have a picture for you. East Tex Freeway, haven't forgotten about the northeast drivers coming in from Kingwood as we look at 1960 close to IAH. And right now, our Ugochi Loca joins us live in the Cypress area. In Ugochi, you're at the location of a house fire we got a call about this morning, I understand. Now, is this weather related?
Jennifer, we just got confirmation from the Cypress Fire Department here, Cypress Creek, and Cy-Fair Volunteer Fire Department, that this house fire is in fact weather related. So I'll step out this way. I want to show you, this is the house in question here. It is vacant, so that's the good news. Firefighters here tell us that no one lives inside. But what has happened is this tree that's been here for a while, they're saying they believe with all the rain and how saturated the soil was, it caused that tree to fall on top of the house there, and the gas meter essentially sparking the fire. So they battled it for a good hour trying to contain it. We understand that it got really big and they were able to get it under control so it didn't spread over to other houses here that are occupied, where neighbors are here. They did have to let the neighbors know, one of the neighbors know, that is right next to that vacant house, that the glass did break on their car because of the tree. And so they did have to go ahead and maneuver through the tree, kind of move it a bit in order to get to where they needed to put the fire out. So the good news is nobody was hurt here or seriously affected. You can see the firefighters here kind of wrapping up. They tell us they'll be leaving here shortly. They've been here since about 3 a.m. when they got the call. So this is actually a very, very good scenario because that explosion didn't really cause any harm. But of course, they're watching it and it is weather related. So just folks need to be safe out there. And of course, they got that call in and now everything's under control. Reporting live in Cypress, Ugochi Iloka, KHOU 11 News.
Ugochi, thank you. And our live team coverage will continue throughout the morning. And for additional updates, make sure to download the KHOU 11 mobile app, then turn on push alerts to get notifications sent right to your phone. And you can also show us what it looks like in your neighborhood by going to the Near Me section in the app, then clicking Share with Us. But of course, please make sure you're in a safe place before